Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I want to talk about motorcycles tonight. I want to talk to some new riders, people who are rather inexperienced with riding. Maybe you just got a motorcycle. Maybe you're planning to get a motorcycle. Maybe you haven't been on a bike for your whole life. Maybe you got one just a year or two ago. You've only been on the road for a couple years. If you've only been on the road for 2 or 3 years, for less than 5 years, you're still a new rider, and you may not really be aware of some of the don'ts. There's a lot of do's and don'ts in the motorcycle world. Let's just go over just a small little handful of don'ts. And this is for mainly new riders. If you've been riding for 60 years, 50 years, I can't tell you nothing. You're going to do whatever you want to do. If you're a new rider, don't wear flip-flops or sandals. Don't do that. You may see other people riding like that to the beach or wherever. Don't do it. Wear proper shoes. You should be wearing a boot. I would suggest a steel-toed boot for a beginner. But you could wear your sneakers too. Just understand that even the sneaker doesn't give you much protection. A flip-flop definitely isn't going to give you any protection. I know about a guy who he got into an accident. He was wearing flip-flops. He was on a sport bike. When he goes to put his foot down, he was only going like 5 miles an hour. When he went to put his foot down with the flip-flops, he grinded his toes off. So he's now has no more toes on his foot, on one of his feet, like his right or left foot. Just ground them right off, like a cheese grater. So wear shoes. Don't wear those sandals. I see guys wearing flip-flops and sandals all the time. Don't do that. Some of you may be breaking this rule. If you're a new rider, don't wear shorts. Don't wear shorts. If you go down, you're going to get all scraped up. Your jeans aren't really that much protection anyways. They do make jeans that are durable and will protect you for a slide. They say dress for the slide, not for the ride. But at least wear some jeans. The next one on the list of don'ts is don't pass in a lane. If I'm on my bike and you want to pass me, say I'm on my Road King and we're driving by the beach and I'm not going fast enough for you because I'm a 51-year-old man on a slow Harley, big ape hangers just bouncing down the road on my bagger, and you're on your Ducati and you just want to get around an old man like me, fine. Blow past me in the next lane. Do not pass me in my lane, even if you have room. I don't care if you split lanes with cars. Some states like California, you can split a lane with a car and pass cars in their lane. That's different. Do not split a lane with me on my bike. I will be pissed if I catch you at the red light and you just blew past me in my lane. Oh, we're going to have some words. This old man's going to be talking to you. Absolutely. Another rule is don't ride side by side. You have to ride staggered. So if you're riding in a lane with somebody, ride staggered. Don't ride side by side. If you're in the next lane over, whatever, do what you want. It's your lane. But if we're riding together, me and you are out riding together, and you're ahead of me, I'm not going. We can at the stoplights, we'll pull up next to each other, but there'll be kind of an unspoken courtesy where, say, if you're the lead rider, you'll pull off first at every stoplight, and I'll let you do that. And I will stay staggered behind you and give just a little bit of space. So if you have to duck and around an obstacle, it's not going to wreck me out. We're not both going to get into an accident. We both have some room to navigate. Now, if you ride with a club, some of these guys will ride wheel to wheel, and that's a practiced, expert level activity. You got to practice that kind of stuff. Give yourself a little bit of room. This one kind of annoyed me when I was first riding. I don't really have the problem now. I'm a lot more confident on a bike, but when I first went out riding, when I was younger and I got a motorcycle, I had friends that were more experienced riders, and I noticed there was this kind of temptation to lose each other, to play games with each other in traffic. We were constantly losing each other at stoplights, where one would go through a stoplight, a yellow light, and the other one would get caught at that light. Try to stick together. And if you're the lead rider and you're not so experienced and you just happen to be in front, don't force the guy behind you to play cat and mouse, like blowing through yellow lights or going too fast, driving erratically, speeding up and zipping around people, and then forcing him, whoever's following you, you may have a group of a couple people, forcing them all to follow you. When you're group riding, just be cool. These are some don'ts. You guys out there might be a lot more experienced with motorcycles than me. I've been riding for 25 years. I've owned a motorcycle shop for almost 20 years, I guess. Put in some of your don'ts. What should new riders be aware of that they should not do, that they shouldn't be doing? See if we can get a little bit of knowledge for some of these young guys out there. Thanks for watching.